Hello to the gamers, welcome back. Here I am. This is maybe not the most horrible team you could come up with here. It is 2 1-2s, but then there will also be a 3-3. But wait, now that I'm looking at it, it'd be like a witty fighter. A 3-3 loses to a beaver, which is not good. Unless they don't have a beaver. And either way, it's I had to deal with the what the heck was that? I had to deal with the shop as it was constructed, right? I can't deal with the shop as I wish that it were. We can sell, level, and then take a peacock. We could take another feint trigger, and then at the very least, we've turned you into a 4-4, which is still not that good, but it's maybe the best we could do with the tools at our disposal presently. The fact that we're leaving what I would call a cursed shop situation with 2 wins is, I feel really good about myself. Let me put it that way. Now, losing a feint trigger doesn't bother me because, quite frankly, the frilled dragon shouldn't be on the team either. Shouldn't be on the team anymore, and neither should the tamarin, but you got to do what you got to do. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. And we are who we are, as Kesha said. Why are you mentioning that song so much? Because it was on Cody Rigsby's 30-minute pop ride baddie with a fatty theme today. Honestly, I've never had strong opinions either way on Kesha. TikTok was a phenomenon when it came out. I was a little old to care. I was like 21. Let's be honest. I'm not trying to be rude to Kesha. TikTok is not aimed at a 21-year-old. TikTok is aimed at 15-year-olds who are like, oh my God, this is what my life is going to be like at 21. 21-year-olds are busy listening to Neutral Milk Hotel and Boy Genius instead, okay? But we are who we are. That's it. I don't necessarily relate to the lyrics. We're dancing like we're dumb, but just the musicality of the song, I think it has a certain degree of merit. Click the like button if you agree. Okay, now. 1 cost 1-1. It's a pretty cheap apple in this household. This is beautiful. Okay, so now I'm getting back to brass tacks. African penguin will level up next turn, thus giving us access to tier 4s. I don't know what tier 4 I'd be looking for. Maybe a doberman. Not a surprising loss, all things considered. Start building around a doberman or something like that. Platypus. I think a parrot kind of goes crazy. I don't know what to have the parrot copy right now. It could copy a dolphin. We're certainly not interested. The problem with the squid right now is that it's very tough to walk away, right? It's hard to walk away from a 9 attack unit on turn 5 because it's like a guaranteed 1-for-1, and then we're hoping our peacock can kind of like mop up the rest. Well, that's what you don't want to see happen, obviously. One thing, you can run Parrot as a peacock. The problem is Parrot as a peacock has only got 2 HP. What are the odds it survives an attack? Pretty low. So I do think that a Doberman, certainly not a guaranteed way out. But it gives us something to plan for in the future. We try to buff it. We should probably be buying lettuces now that I think about it, if we're really trying to buff it. Our garlic should give us some sort of sustainability and hopefully stop the bleeding in terms of our HP, and then that gives us a chance to get our Dobermans popping later. Sure, I would. Please just hit the Doberman. A-okay with that. Not really interested in that. At this point, we probably got to start thinking about getting you out of here. I'm not a big platypus guy with no sell triggers, though. We lose a lot in opportunity costs selling these units right now. I'm gonna buy you, because at some point, we may get a level off of you that we can take advantage of to get a unit that works well with our Doberman. Next turn, the platypus might go crazy, but this turn, I don't think is the way. We love to not see snipers, don't we, folks? That hurts. My word, we pulled it out. against another team that's in transition right now. Absolutely, and honestly, given the circumstances we're in right now, I feel like we got to take that shop as an absolute win, even if most of the buffs are not going to matter for us long term. Seems horrible. It's horribly drawn. It's horribly even. Now, this is where the pivot begins. So it's going to be... We have to try, even though it hasn't leveled, because this team is now a dead end as well. So it's a triple sell, which means it's actually a freaking sell everything. Which means we can buy a platypus. We should take a poodle. It's at least a scalar. And then we should take a shark. Sell. A second poodle. A second shark. And then a Doberman on top. This is pretty not great, but a level 2 shark and a level 2 poodle and a level 2 Doberman would kind of be like a great foundation to start building on, I think. Maybe it was actually amazing. Maybe we actually got the greatest shop for a pivot you could ever ask for. Obviously, we don't care for these units. I'm not a big alpaca guy here, honestly. Lettuce goes hard, but we're looking for other things. We do need a tier 6, and I think it has to be Highland Cow right now. So let's combine these so they don't steal each other's buffs. Run a Highland Cow in position 2. Crane is always tempting as well. At some point, we're going to get our sharks together. So this, I think it makes sense. I think we're looking to get... Doberman gets the coconut armor, and then it gets the crane. And then... with God as my witness, I think we may, not yet, but I think we may be cooking something here yet again on what originally appeared to be a somewhat optimistic Doberman pivot. You're getting the tier 6 buff. You might steal a tier 5 buff, but I can live with that. You need to live through a snipe if possible. Highland Cow, it would be ideal if Highland Cow got buffed faster, but it is what it is, and we are who we are. I mean, even if the shark doesn't get sniped, just getting 15 HP after getting attacked, assuming it lives through it, also goes crazy. I think we want to see... In this circumstance, we want to see a Highland Cow level as fast as possible. Okay, well, that's obviously horrendous. How did I get sniped so bad, man? It killed my everything? Come on. That's something, at least. What are you generating for me? You're going to generate like a 10-10 dog? This is a 1-1 buff, but it's either that or roll, and we're on super lethal, man. No. It's going to generate a 21 dog? Am I crazy? What are you generating, you piece? Thank you! Huge. 14. It's generating 14 HP. Okay, we're on 8. I know it seems like we've taken a circuitous route to get here, but this is not bad. You really need a melon. Chocolate, still important. I'm going to throw it on you just because you're close to leveling. Melon or chocolate or a match, please. Oh my God, really? We just need a melon or a chocolate or a match? You couldn't even give me that? On turn 14 on 8 wins, we're down in the trenches here, man. Oh my God. How could you do this to me? So it turns, first off, 8 wins. I'm still proud of myself. I think the Doberman pivot was the right play. However, roll me. Don't be a hero here. However, as we play as the feeble pots, I'm starting to realize maybe it's just the teams that I run seem to be getting bodied by this. But Dolphin with Pineapple is actually hanging into the late game for some of the teams that are blowing me away. Now, don't sell. There's no reason to sell if we're rolling for no reason. You get the extra gold if we sell next turn. I'm starting to think about things, okay? It's putting everything into perspective for me. I'm gonna have a hypothesis. I don't think this person was trying to win this round. I think they're trying to get to 10 wins overall. They could have easily combined them and gotten more value. They decided we don't need that. They decided they weren't about that lifestyle. I'm running Dolphin. So shall it be ridden, so shall it be done. I think a hero beetle, which also known as a Hercules beetle, I think it can accomplish a lot. Now, I'm not taking Peacock this time. Why? Just mixing it up, honestly. It's not like we've been winning too much that, like, I don't feel like we deserve to take Peacock. It's just like, I don't want every run to just be the exact same theming. I will never take the worms, though. You simply have to take my word for it, or my worm for it. That I've tried worms before. I've tried double worm. I've tried level 2 worm. Level 2 worm plus hedgehog or level 2 worm plus peacock was not enough for me to get it done. Admittedly, sample size of 1, but that took a lot of investment and it didn't pay off. I said never again. Like a Nickelback song that they used as their follow-up to How You Remind Me, never again. This is your gimme. You sell and you purchase a skunk. I'm going to give you the garlic. Why you? Hang on, I'm thinking. You're a pretty good lad. You're a great lad, Mr. Grinch. Okay. Because I do see the Hercules beetle sticking longer than the chinchilla. The dolphin is going to receive a pineapple at some point, ideally. And I don't know about the chinchilla. The chinchilla's sticking for now. I'd love to throw a garlic on it as well. I'm accepting my mistake here. Oh, I bought the wrong thing. I'm not accepting my mistake there. Okay. Still, it's nice to get a buff, but yeah, we kind of blew that. I guess we'd have to sell something else if we were going to make it happen, but whatever. Oh! Am I still going dolphin pineapple? I wanted to. Yeah, no problem. 33 HP seahorse on like round 5. Round 6, sorry. But you know, it's because you're not going to do anything. At 8-7, you're cooked. Get him out of here. Throw on the pineapple. Is definitely better, in my opinion. Tempting? Mighty tempting. It's definitely better to be running a sniper at 7-3 than a dead end like 8-7 chinchilla, okay? Stop running strong teams. It's honestly embarrassing. Some of us don't need to run good teams to win, all right? The sentence may not make any sense, but it made me feel good to say. Now, a lot of gamers would prefer to be on not lethal. I'm saying go ahead, put me on lethal. I do some of my best work on lethal, and I'm telling you that it's a mere coincidence that that's because we tend to get paired up against the teams that are equivalent bad to us. Excuse me. This is where everything comes together. You have to run a fly because we got another fly and 2 chocolates back here. So what are we trying to do with this? Honestly, just being able to spit out a bunch of 8-8s will probably be really helpful. Huge skunk, by the way. Huge skunk. I really appreciate it. I know we're on 4-4s right now, but the 8-8s are coming. I'm trying to think of what else the flies were. I don't know. A shark is like the obvious bedfellow for this build. I said what I said. Holy cow. I'm going to give this to you just for the sweet clownfish buff. Honestly, we're not in a position to be making enemies right now. Don't think German Shepherd is kind of an interesting idea. If we get another one, I think I could sell a Dolphin to give a German Shepherd a chance. But our Dolphin with the pineapple is like great anti-shark protection right now. And we should, it depends on who we go up against, but I do think there's a reasonable chance we just kind of cruise for a minute here. Our teams are going to be pretty strong compared to the average opponent. I think we have to think about running German Shepherd. Because a German Shepherd, I mean, right now it's giving 2 attack to each fly. But in the unlikely event against a level up, then it would be giving 5 attack to each fly, assuming it doesn't die to a snipe. Obviously, you need to live. It's a situation in which I was very much rooting for a chocolate, but that's okay. It's a different avenue than usual for us. We should also be paying attention to grizzly bears, of course. That hurts. One seahorse blowing us away. That's important. If we're gonna try to run this build, that's important. You're probably washed. How about a snake that has a melon? Oh no, how about a snake that has an onion? And then a melon on our German Shepherd? I don't think this squad has what it needs, but I think it's going to be a squad our opponents have not seen often before. That in and of itself might be worth something. I mean, they're spitting out a very large dog here. And yet... Oh, that's a surprise. At this stage, your garlic is useless. You might as well hit for 34 on turn 1. Probably doesn't change things too much, but you never know, brother. Honestly, forget the PETA. You just need to survive. A melon means you are very, very likely to survive a snipe. Maybe multiple snipes. We're not beating the dragon team, though, I think. Especially with a shark at the back. I just don't think that's realistic. This might be something close to the ideal team this week, for all I know. Except... Oh! Really? Still, we're getting pretty consistently decent runs. This is a slap in the face, quite frankly. We might as well just run the 3-1 up front. You'd be a bearded healer. You don't see a doctor with a beard that much. I want to stress, I'm not suggesting that people with beards aren't going to med school. As they become doctors, they don't seem to... I mean, my family doctor is a woman. I suppose women can have beards too, but she chooses not to. I guess there's an unsanitary element, right? Like if you're looking in someone's mouth, you don't want to have a beard. If you're performing like severe cardiac surgery on somebody or something like that, a beard might get in the way. I feel like if you had to do a survey though, I bet you would find that the proportion of beards in medicine is lower than in the average industry. That's just that's my hunch. That's my bias. Now check this out. Perfect opportunity to get a starfish out there. Perfect opportunity to get a starfish out there. Oh, perfect opportunity to get dude. Our squad is good. I don't know why I'm putting you in the front. You don't have to be in the... In fact, if anything, you should be in the back right now. This for turn 3. My IKEA footrest just broke. I mean, it had been making the sounds of creaking plastic for like a month. I guess I should have seen it coming. And it was like 1999, 5 years ago, but still. Something planned obsolescence. Sell me. Purchase me. Sell me. Run a hedgehog. I know it's... Well, you know what? For this round, maybe we run it like this. But if this hedgehog gets garlic, a big hedgehog can like... A big hedgehog with garlic in the very early game, I feel like it can like 4v1. Like, it can almost wipe a squad just by itself. So I'm not complaining. We've gotten very lucky here. You need garlic. You get hot swap to the back. You move up a little bit. You're gone. One starfish has done a lot of heavy lifting for us so far, and I certainly appreciate it. I'm going to sell you. Please don't buff him. Thank you. Even listen, I don't think the seahorse is necessarily long for this world, but knowing how much it blows out like a shark team in the late game, there might be worse options to keep around, but we're going to need to find some way to scale it, because we're definitely not using the panda. I mean, did you see what just happened with our hedgehog there? The wickedly talented Adele Dazim. I just want you to get the HP, please. It going to the panda is just as good as it going to you. I really don't think we need a level 3 seahorse. But if the units appear, it is a 3-cost 1/1 buff. Maybe not the most, you know, the flashiest upgrade you could get. But it keeps the chains moving for us, and everything's looking fantastic so far. By the way, more porcupines would really hit the spot. You probably already could derive that for yourself. I'm running a second parrot, bro. Or a second seahorse, I guess, technically. It's either that or, I guess, maybe cheese on a starfish, but the starfish is, like, easily sniped. My word. I don't want to say it's just that easy, but, like, really, we got a great buff receiver. We got a great buffer. Like, what do you want me to say? It basically is that easy. And look at, this is why I love a buy-sell build. This is something that we were able to get accomplished with merely... Thank you. Oh, yeah, nice buff. This is something that we were able to get accomplished with merely a level 1 starfish, bro. You got to go Doberman on this one. And then we'll sell it back to the shop at double the price later. Now, it's going to fall off. I'm a little amazed that it's made it as far as it has. Like, we've gotten, in some ways, we've gotten very lucky with our pandas. We've gotten a little unlucky with the amount of hedgehogs and starfishes we've gotten. That's mighty nice. That's mighty nice. Now, what do you do here? It's so early. It really feels like a Highland cow could bring something to the team. I don't think, like, we could give it stats via the panda later. But I think you could almost, like, as crazy as this looks, a double sell Highland cow and get it a carrot to get it going faster. I want the panda eventually to buff the Highland cow, but I have to wait until the panda and maybe the Highland cow level up. Because right now it is not generating, like, even close to the amount of trumpets that would justify getting rid of the extra HP on the porcupine, I think. By the way, we just rolled. We absolutely rolled with the 4 squad there. 6, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. I absolutely do think you run a poodle. I don't think it's too late. Don't get it twisted. And then this is pretty much just a set it and forget it type situation here. The poodle's got to outpace. It's starting. We got a higher Y-intercept. We might have a lower slope than these dragon teams, but we got a higher Y-intercept, okay? The hedgehog has been so clutch. I didn't think we were going to make that one, but we did. And just think of the math on this, okay? You're generating... You're getting 1/1 per turn, which is actually 1.5, 1.5. You're getting 1/1 per... Okay, it's not... I don't want to do the math anymore. It's not as exciting as I thought it was. Let's get you pumping a little faster here. That's a big one right there. Keep in mind we got 5 HP left, okay? And it's round 11. So the teams we're going up against are still going to be getting their late game equilibrium set up. That hurts. That seahorse blew us away. I didn't think about the fact that a sufficiently statted seahorse to go before our panda is going to cause us some problems, but whatever. You know, I'm confident in our team. We still want the stats on you, I think. As we get more and more desperate, that may change. A level 3, then feeding a level 2 Highland cow might be what the doctor ordered, okay? That is a super dragon team. And yet, I was a little scared that wasn't going to work out for us. Now, we have to try this once, even if it screws up our whole shebang. Start of battle. Two trumpets for each 3 health this has. So you're going to go first. You're going to give 27-27. You're going to summon like a 25-25 dog. Even that is not that impressive. But it's certainly, I mean, I'm not going to be upset about it. You need this, by the way. Forget about getting the level. Oh! I'm on 9 wins. You have to try. And that's the sale. Because if like, selling the hedgehog is worse this turn, but selling the poodle is a death sentence if we don't win on turn 13. So I think I'm keeping my options open for the future. So forget about this. It's not necessary right now. Please, Lord, I've never wanted any. It's been so long since I've seen the lad. This team looks really good. We do have a 34 HP dog coming out at the end. I can't believe, I thought for sure we were going to draw at a minimum once I saw how things were shaking out there. Shows what I know. It's insane to me that the sloth isn't guaranteed to get buff. Can I meme on something with you? I'm sorry, it had to be done. Please. I see, they're just giving us more of a chance to level the lad up. This seems really bad. It's gonna fall apart. I'm not gonna cry. I'm an adult. I only cry at Pixar movies, okay? I would love to start going for that level 3 sloth, okay? But before we have to absolutely commit to just like this is not a good opportunity to get greedy, I think is what I'm trying to say. Please summon a 50-50 dog somehow. The dog that I'm summoning is not strong enough, guys. The dog that I'm summoning, the Highland cow is a dead end. There's only one way. This is not helpful. Don't do this. Not like this. Not to the level 1.5 sloth. Come on. Not to the level 1.5 sloth, man. He's been through... Look at his face. Look at his face. You would do that to him? No! No! Well, I still think you can't look at the result. You have to look at your actions. If I kept my hedgehog and sold the poodle instead, we may have won. We may. All we needed to do was get one more to get us over the edge. Maybe that's a mistake, but if that's the biggest mistake I make today, honestly, that's a pretty good day. The fact that we sold a unit to take the sloth. If you don't do that, get out of my chat. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. See ya!